Good morning. Welcome to our Jesus meditations. And we'll begin with the invocation from Piro Murshid and Ayakon. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the spirit of guidance. So we will attune to the elemental breaths and using the words of the Aramaic words that relate to these elements. Sorry, I'm getting them posted into the chat window here. So as we visit these elements, it's just to remind you that in Jesus's time, the elements, and even now today for us, they're not just something that we see outside of us. They're actual living beings that we can make conscious within ourselves as we do these breaths in and out. That's our connection with this world around us and our inner lives. So we'll begin with the breath of earth, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Breathing in, Alaha, and breathing out, Ar-Ah. And breathing in through the nose, Alaha, and breathing out through the nose, Ar-Ah. Feeling that connection with the earth beneath our feet, all around us, feeling the strength of our bones within us. The element of water, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in Alaha, that source of all. Breathing out Maya, the water flowing of life in our blood, in our tears, in our sweat, in the dew and the rain. Breathing in Alaha through the nose, breathing out Maya through the mouth. And visiting the element of fire, breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose. Breathing in Alaha, breathing out Nuhra, the light of intelligence, the fire, the passion that we feel in each heartbeat, the warmth of the sun. Breathing in Alaha through the mouth, breathing out Nuhra through the nose. And then attuning to the element of air, breathing in Alaha through the mouth and breathing out Ruha through the mouth. Connecting to that holy breath, the Ruha, the source of all breaths. Breathing in Alaha through the mouth, breathing out Ruha through the mouth. We visit the element of ether, which is the source of all of these elements, and breathing in Alaha and breathing out Alaha. And you can breathe through the nose or through the mouth or both. Just a very refined breath, allowing that source of all of these elements to breathe through us and in us and all around us. Breathing in Alaha, breathing out Alaha. And we'll say the Lord's Prayer, the prayer of Jesus in Aramaic. It's in the chat window for you. Avun Dabashmaya, Nek Kadesh Shemach, Te Malkutach, Nehwe Saviana Chayakana, Dabashmaya Afbar Havlan Lachma de Sunkanan Yaumana, Washboklan Chaobain Waktahain, Aikana Dafkanan Shrokan La Kayobain, Wela Tahlan La Neshuna, Ela Patsan Menbisha, Meto de Lachi Malkuta, Wahaila Wa Teshbukta, La Alam Amin. Amen. So, as you know, last week we finished up with the last line of the Aramaic Lord's Prayer. So now we'll be moving on to the Beatitudes of Jesus that are found in Matthew, the book of Matthew. And these are all of the blessed are statements, the tu voyun, blessed are. So we're going to start with, I'll put this in the chat window. So this is tu voyun lameskani baruch dirhoni malkuta dashmaya. The traditional translation of this is, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It's in Matthew 5:3. And I'm going to read an attunement to this line from Sadi's book. And first I'm going to just read a little bit about his explanation of the word tu voyun, since this will be the beginning of all of the Beatitudes. It's again traditionally translated as blessed are. That the Aramaic word defines this blessed, happy state as one that is tubwa, or ripe, being in tune and in rhythm with the melody of life itself. The ever-living is the essence of what Aramaic calls good. Ripeness exists in this moment. Past and future don't exist when we experience the present. Most of us know this already from moments of falling in love, being passionately immersed in some project, in communion with nature, or simply in a moment of silence. We lose track of time and are willing to be patient, which really means to collapse past, present, and future and only feel now. And there's some more attunement to this line, to this beatitude. Tu voyun can be translated not only as ripe, but also ripening. We're talking about a continual process as well as a moment in time. As noted, Semitic languages don't have being verbs, so there is no are designating a static, unchanging state. That is, a person can be ripe in one moment, but not the next. In a world seemingly limited by time and space, states and conditions change, so life calls us to continually return to ripeness. Lameskani baruch. The preposition and Semitic sound root la before meskani means to or toward, indicating a direction of movement. So this is ripeness and ripening toward some temporary condition or state that the rest of the Beatitude reframes as opening toward blessing. The root word meskina points to holding on to something because of dependency, as we say today, holding on for dear life. This is why it can also be translated as poor. The word also includes the feeling of resting in or relying on something because we need security. The something we can rest in is our breath and breathing, ruch, a word pointing toward rucha, our soul. As noted in chapter 2, in the preposition ba at the beginning can mean with, or in, or within. The person ripening into life's blessing is holding on to and within breath, and through it in the soul, as though their life depended on it. From Yeshua and the biblical prophet's point of view, it did. To recall both our human impermanence and origin, we need only find our home in the breath. Meskina can also mean to dissolve. So the more we identify with being breathing, the less attention we give to our self-identity, our nafsha. We can then open to connect deeply with nature or someone we love. This helps explain the attractiveness of popular forms of meditation today. It is a relief not to be me for a moment, yet, as we'll see, Yeshua's way is not about zoning out or bypassing suffering, but going right into and through these feelings. Meskina is also lessness, in the sense of carrying less substance, less stuff, whether inwardly or outwardly. If we understand breath as more than our physical breath, then when we finally leave our enfleshment, what lingers last is the breath. Then when we finally leave, the aroma of a rose that has already wilted lingers a while. Theological ideas of some abstract spirit obscure what Jesus is actually saying here. The Greek word pneuma, used to translate both breath and spirit in the Greek version of the Gospels, can be rendered in the same double way. This means that even the English translations and interpretations that rely on the Greek text could have been done differently. However, by that time, people were already losing that sense that breath is more than a material substance, as by the Middle Ages, more than 1,000 years of theology had happened. As long as we have physical bodies, we hold on to the physical breath for life. Yet there is a breath inside that breath, which, from the point of view of Yeshua's Aramaic, connects to soul or ruha. This ruha breath is the activity in us that is always connected to the big R reality. As we continue with the first beatitude, Yeshua further reframes this experience of being breathing as our first and last possession. Dilhoni, usually translated for theirs is, words like this beginning with da or d occur in most of the Beatitudes, indicating a relationship. This comes from the meaning of the Semitic sound root d, da, pointing to diversity and movement, resulting from a natural abundance. Out of abundance, what was one becomes many, yet is still connected. This is a long way around what amounts to a one-letter preposition, yet it reveals how our later ideas of possession arise. Belongingness is built into life here. In the present word, the syllable hun follows related to some living person or being. It is a form of the word hu or hua, which in Aramaic means to come into being, to live, or as a command, live. Taken together with the beginning of the saying, the whole word reveals that finding one's home in the breath generates a living experience of empowerment, as well as greater connection with what we find in the next two words. Malkuta Dashmaya. We found both of these words in Jesus' prayer. Malkuta is the I can of the cosmos, the awareness of the vision and power in waves of life, light, sound, and vibration, Shmaya. all around us. Awareness of our own breathing, connected with nature around us, allows a deeper empowerment to stream into our own I can. We can do this anywhere. Malkuta is not limited to any one sacred place or person, much less to a belief structure or institution. I'm going to read this one sentence again because I like it. Awareness of our own breathing, connected with nature around us, allows a deeper empowerment to stream into our own I can. Here are some expanded translations of the first beatitude from Aramaic. Blessed ripening into life and its empowerment moves toward those who cling to their breathing as their first and last possession. Ripe are those who dissolve their small selves within breath. They live in the shimmering I can of nature and the cosmos. Tu voyon la meskani baruch delhoni malkuta dashmaya. So for our breathing practice and attunement to this line through body prayer and breath, seeing as breath is a very big part of this line. Baruch. So we'll begin with just putting our hand over our heart and intoning Tu voyon. And we'll intone just this one word for a little while, just allowing the attunement and connection with that ripeness, allowing the heart to become more spacious with each intonation of this word, just dissolving into the rhythm and the sound of Tu voyon. 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 3 more times. Tu voyon. Tu voyon. Tu voyon. Just sitting with this for a moment in the breath, feeling the heartbeat, connecting with the breath and the ripening and blessedness of this moment. And we'll visit the next line, La Meskani Baruch. And we'll just focus in on this one line for a little while. And we want to breathe out La Meskani, that letting go, that dissolving, really sitting in that pause between breaths. So we'll breathe out La Meskani and hold that out breath for about 4 counts or 4 seconds. And then breathing in Baruch, the awareness of that life-giving breath, that breath that we hold on to for dear life, the big source of all breath, the Ruha, that Holy Spirit, that holy breath. So again, we'll breathe out La Meskani, holding, and then Baruch. And we'll do this on the breath because it will be hard to speak and breathe in at the same time. So we'll give reminders as we go through. So just the first few times I'll say it out loud, but encourage you to breathe out La Meskani, hold, and breathe in Baruch, feeling that life-giving breath. Breathing out La Meskani, hold. Breathing in Baruch. Breathing out La Meskani, dissolving, letting go, hold. Breathing in Baruch. Breathing out La Meskani, hold. Breathing in Baruch. Breathing out La Meskani, hold. Breathing in Baruch. Do a few more breaths. And then we'll visit the next end of this beatitude of Dilhone Malkuta Dashmaya. A similar flow of breathing out, Dilhone, bowing forward, connecting with community, with nature, with life, with our beloveds, And that sense of belongingness, Dilhoni, breathing out. And then breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya, and leaning back and feeling the empowerment of breath moving into you, that cosmos power, the queendom and kingdom all around us that's always available to us, and connecting with that individual power within us. Breathing that in, Malkuta Dashmaya. So again, breathing out, Dilhoni, connecting with all around us. And Malkuta Dashmaya, breathing that in. Breathing out, Dilhoni. And breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya. Breathing out, Dilhoni. Breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya. Breathing out, Dilhoni. Breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya. Breathing out, Dilhoni. Breathing out, or breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya. Breathing out, Dilhoni. Breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya. Breathing out, Dilhoni. Breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya. Breathing out, Dilhoni. Breathing in, Malkuta Dashmaya. Just continue that for a little while longer on the breath. A few more breaths of this line. Dilhoni. Malkuta Dashmaya. And we'll visit this entire beatitude, sing all of the words together as we go through those movements again. Just allowing this whole cycle to allow our small selves to dissolve, breathing in that holy breath, the power of Source, the Ruha, the holy breath to come in and allow us to be in this present moment, in this now, in this ripening. Tuvayun lameskani baruch delhoni malkuta dashmaya. Tuvayun lameskani la rucha baruch delhoni malkuta dashmaya. Tuvayun lameskani 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 baruch delhoni malkuta dashmaya. Two more times. Tuvayun lameskani baruch delhoni malkuta dashmaya. Tuvayun lameskani baruch delhoni malkuta dashmaya. And having a few more moments of silence to meditate on this line. Tuvayun Lameskani Baruch Dilhoni Malkuta Dashmaya. Ripe are those who dissolve their small cells within breath. They live in the shimmering I can of nature and the cosmos. Amen. So pause the recording for a moment and have some sharing. All right, thank you, friends. We'll close with the prayer Pure by Pure Marshadinayat Khan. Tuning to our tuning to our teachers and to Yeshua, feeling their blessing. Inspirer of my mind, consoler of my heart, healer of my spirit, thy presence lifteth me from earth to heaven. Thy words flow as a sacred river. Thy thought riseth as a divine spring. Thy tender feelings waken sympathy in my heart. Beloved teacher, thy very being is forgiveness. The clouds of doubt and fear are scattered by thy piercing glance. All ignorance vanishes in thy illuminating presence. A new hope is born in my heart by breathing thy peaceful atmosphere. O inspiring guide through life's puzzling ways, in thee I feel abundance of blessing. Amen. Thank you. Enjoy your Sunday.